Why did my ex contact me, then disappear again? That's the topic for today. Hello, you lovely lot. It's me again, TopicEx, with another upload. Thank you for joining me. If you just joined the channel, welcome. Enjoy yourself. This is a happy place, a nice community. We're all in the same boat here, getting through tough times. Before I start, I just want to say, if you are looking for a logo for your business or website, then please go over to tggraphics.com. I just want to plug that because she really helped me get my logo together with some awesome fair prices. So if you are looking for something like that, then go over there and have a little look. All the links are in the description below. We're helping everyone out. We're moving forward. The topic today is, why did my ex contact me then disappear? I hear this a hell of a lot through clients, emails, comments, asking me, why does this happen? So I'm going to go through some stuff today to hopefully make you understand why this kind of does happen. It's happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to hundreds of people, while their exes reach out after a certain amount of time and then disappear again. Because when they reach out, we're like, fuck, the no contact worked. Brilliant. We are now going to get back together. But we all know by now, hopefully, it doesn't work like that. So there is some reasons why your ex might reach out to you and then completely disappear. So why do they do it? Now, we've got to understand that when we go through no contact, our exes are out there doing their own thing. And of course, we are struggling and moving on through life, trying to get to the next day. We're counting down the minutes while we're thinking all sorts of stuff that they're out there getting married, getting pregnant, or whatever. Just carrying on, enjoying life while we're here upset, struggling. But when they do reach out, we automatically think, sweet, it's worked, the patience has paid off, and now my ex and I are probably going to get back together. Well, when they reach out to us, we've got to understand that they could just be having a lonely moment, a moment of when they're just sitting at home and no contact is being made from anyone else that they're interested in, or no contact is being made with them to make them feel loved. And so their mind starts to wander around, feeling lonely and wanting to feel that security. Then you pop up in their head and they think, oh, I wonder what they're up to. This is a possibility, and I have seen this happen. So their ex will then reach out and just say, hey, how are you? Or whatever message that they send you to try and reel you in. So they could be sitting at home, feeling very lonely and wanting to feel loved and attention. So, of course, the last major place that they felt that was with you. Because after all, I'm guessing that when they broke up with you, we done some begging and pleading, right? And they felt wanted and loved at that point. But at that point, we know that they just wanted to run. Okay, see ya, thanks. So they want to go back to that feeling again. They want a bit of that feeling again. So they will send a message over to you, waiting for a response. Now, we all know when our ex reaches out to us, we're kind of excited. We kind of have a high five moment. And we then send a message back. Now, you got to understand that I see this all the time, that when an ex reaches out to someone, they go into it too much. They're like, wow, didn't think I'd hear from you again. How are you? How's your mum? How's your dog? What's going on? Do you want to meet up? They rush and force it onto them. And of course, that is one of the reasons why your ex disappears again, right? Because it's too much for them. Yes, they want a bit of security and a bit of love, but when you're too full on, they're going to run. And the reason why they run is they're thinking, wow, I've opened up a door. This is getting too deep, too quick, too full on, too quick. I only wanted to put the feelers out there. This is too intense. I'm out of here. And this is one of the reasons why they go cold. This is one of the reasons why they disappear again. Okay? That is why it's very important to you guys, if your ex does reach out to you, not to be too full on, because you're only going to scare them away again. If you approach them, give them as much as what they're giving you, and don't give too much away, you will then draw them in closer towards you, because they are wondering now where your head is at, and they will dig deep through messaging, through little tactics of their own, guys. This is what they do. They don't directly say anything to you, but they will go around the houses to try and find out where your head is at. For instance, do they still like me? Do they still want me? Are they going to beg for another chance? Are they going to ask me out? All these things are going on in their heads. Are they seeing someone else? I don't like the thought of that. So they will go around the houses and not directly ask these questions. So when you give it to them too easy through messaging, basically saying, you're at home, you're all alone, you're not doing anything, your life's going nowhere. That's not attractive to them, guys. You are putting them off. You've got to keep them guessing. Now, I know these are games, but at the end of the day, they're games that we have to play. We have to accept that this is the way the world works now. We have to. We're different generations now, and this is just how it is. The other reason why they might disappear again is because they're bored. And that's as simple as that. They are bored. They're at a point in life or in that evening where nothing is happening for them. They're completely bored, and they just see you on Instagram or social media or whatever like that, or however they're contacting you, and they will simply just say, hi, how you been? And then disappear again. They're just bored and they just want to reach out to you because there's nothing else going on. And that is pretty much straightforward. And that's crap, isn't it, really? Because we are in a bad state still. So when they reach out to us, we're thinking, great, we're going to get back together. No, they're just reaching out to you and they disappear again. Even though you don't do anything. Even though they message you and you just write, yeah, I'm fine, thanks, how are you? And you don't hear anything again. To me, guys, an ex that does that isn't worth it at all. This just shows what kind of a person they are. You're filling a gap for them in that space of 10 minutes or half an hour. You are just filling a gap for them not to be bored, to entertain them. They may be sitting at home and just thinking, I'm bored. There you go. You've come up on their news feed. You've come up when they're looking through their phone and they've pinged you over a message. They're not really into it. You write them a message back and something else will crop up. And this is a horrible thing. Something else will grab their attention, whether it's a film, whether it's their mate calling, whatever. That just shows what kind of a person they are and their interest levels, where they are. And if you're dealing with someone like that, I personally wouldn't give them the time of day, guys, because they're using you just to fill a gap. So what do we do when our ex reaches out to us and then disappear? We never, ever double text. Guys, I see this all the time when an ex reaches out and disappears again, and we tend to follow up with a message to try and get the conversation going again. This is the wrong move, the biggest bad move to ever make, because your brain's thinking maybe they didn't get that message. Our ex might think that we're ignoring them, so let's just chuck over another message. Trust me, they got the message and they are just not responding. So do not double text your ex. Don't give them the power. Do not do it, guys. Because by not doing it, what you're doing is you're making yourself look a very confident person who doesn't need them in your life. And I want you to make them feel that you don't need them in your life to carry on. So by double texting, you're showing them that you are a weak character and that they can have you easily. Let's not give them the satisfaction. Listen, if they want you, they know where you are. If an ex has split up with you, it's up to them to come back to you, to make the moves, to reach out to you. It's up to them. So do not take it upon yourself to try and get things back on track. They finish with you. It's up to them to come back to you and make the moves. So if your ex contacts you and then disappears again, don't think, did they get my last message? I'm going to double text. Not worth it. My advice to you guys, if your ex reaches out to you and then disappears again, the only choice you have here is to think to yourself, well, they contacted me, and go into no contact again. Because the more that you try and get the conversation back on track again, the more you're going to get ignored, or you get that dreaded text. Sorry, I still feel the same. I just wanted to know if you're okay. Wow, what a horrible thing to look down on your phone and see that. Sorry, I just wanted to see if you were okay, but I still stand by my decision. Wow, we are back in the gutter again. And this is what I'm trying to get to you. Don't double text them. Do not put yourself in that position when you're going to get that text come through. We have to think ahead, guys, on this. If your ex reaches out to you and then disappears again, go straight into no contact and keep going with your life. And if they've reached out to you before, the chances are they'll reach out to you again. So there is no point in to try and get the conversation back on track. I get it, it's a confusing time, but you have to put yourselves in the mind of them. They could be just bored. They could just wonder what you're up to. Are you with someone else? Have you moved on? Are you happy? And a lot of the time, they're not happy, so they want to reach out to you to try and feel that love and attention. But as I say, please listen to the Playing Dumb video, because a lot of people do make so many mistakes when their ex reaches out to them and they scare them off. It's too much for them. We need to make our ex think that we're just carrying on with life. It was a lovely time being with them, but this is not going to destroy my future. And that, guys, in itself is so attractive. So I hope I've helped you out in some way here, while your ex might possibly be reaching out to you and then disappearing. If you would like a one-to-one with me, then please go over to my website. You're all beautiful people. I'll see you later.